We're gonna do Oreo. Oreo candy canes. So we've got the Oreo candy cane. This was the hard one to find. This was the mythical beast that I had to find. When I told some people that I was doing candy cane taste tests for the holidays, they asked, have I found the Oreo ones? And I went, there's an Oreo candy cane? And they said, yeah. I said, where did you find it? I said, I can't remember which place it was at. I was like, that's not helpful. You can't tell me there's this mythical thing and then not tell me how to get it. So it took me a while to hunt one down. I did eventually find one, clearly. I found something else at the same time when I did that. So I grabbed a couple of different flavors. But I've been very curious to try these. It's a dark brownish black stripe on a white background. So I'm very curious to see what this tastes like. And I'm trying not to break it over the floor. I can kind of see it. Not bad. It does have a I think they did all right with that. Some of my family clearly taste tested some of this before me. And they said, one of them said that it tastes like cheap chocolate, which it doesn't. And one of them said it tasted like a hot cocoa, where it's like a homemade hot cocoa that you scald on the stovetop, and you sort of maybe burnt a little bit of it. And I can kind of see where they say that, but I think part of the reason they feel that way is it's missing that crumbly cookie texture and the smooth, creamy texture. You get a hard candy texture with that taste of the cookie and the taste of the cream in hard candy form. And so that the whole feel of it within your mouth feels a little wrong. But, and it's really hard. It's like hard glass. But that tastes like if you've ever made a Oreo cookie crust for a recipe, so you use the cookie portion of it to make a crust to put cheesecake in or something like that, that's that same taste. The texture is hard candy, but that's the taste. I think they did that actually really well. And I can't say I'm like a huge Oreo cookie eater. A plain Oreo cookie doesn't do a lot for me. But it is a distinctive cookie taste. It's not like a milk chocolate cookie. It has a very distinctive cookie. And I think they captured it fairly well in this. I'm actually fairly surprised that my family felt they didn't pull this off. I think they pulled this off pretty well. Did I start them off with Oreo? I think I did. I think I started them off with the Oreo cookie one. So they can't blame, well, they may have been eating some crackers and other things beforehand. So it may have altered how they expected it to taste. But still, this is actually pretty close to what I would say an Oreo should taste like. I can't imagine what they would do to make any difference. Like if you did anything to change this flavor, I don't think it would taste as much like an Oreo as it does. I don't know that there's a way to improve the Oreo-ness of this candy cane. Maybe not make it quite so hard. I feel like I'm going to break teeth on it. All right, so that's, where would I rank that in all the others? Huh. I might put that just under grape. Maybe just under 7-Up. So I think at this point, my top set would be mint chocolate, grape, and 7-Up feel like they're tied for second. Then the Oreo. Then maybe the, what is it, the tropical punch Kool-Aid one. And then I'm almost tempted to say the birthday cake from the Cold Stone Creamery. I think I would rank most of those in that order. I feel like I might be forgetting one. And then there's the rest of them under that, you know, the cherry Kool-Aid one and all the other mishmash. The I'm not going to rank the Naughty or Nice candy canes because where does the onion one fit? I mean, honestly, it's not the worst of the batch, but it's not meant to be. None of those were meant to be your favorite candy cane. And because, as a completionist, I also want to finish off with the trolley. We've done the cherry lemon. We've done strawberry grape. Did we do cherry lemon? This should be orange lime. Okay, my lighting is a little off. To me, this looks pink and green. But because it's darker to my eye in here than it is to you, I can see on camera that it's clearly orange and green. So, let us orange and lime. I have liked the trolleys so far. They seem to know how to do their flavors, at least. Like, they've managed to make this flavor skill set apparent through multiple forms of food. From gummy to candy corn to candy canes. They have a definite knack for pulling this off. I have to say I'm kind of impressed. All right, so trolley, orange lime. It does still have a very bit of orange zest, like an orange peel flavor. But they did right with the texture of their candy cane. It crumbles when you bite it. It doesn't crack like a hard piece of wood. It crumbles nicely. That's actually pretty decent. I'm starting to feel like part of the secret to the trolley flavors is clearly citrus zest. So like the cherry, lemon, and orange lime both taste like they have citrus zest in them. The strawberry grape, I feel, is a little bit different, but I mean, this is actually not bad. The zest can be there's a little bitter tone to it. I will say that. Takes a little adapting to, but they do I still managed to drop a piece on the ground. I still managed to do that. But it is a very fruity taste. Kind of like it. I might be able to, might be able to reproduce some of, a little sour. Some of that fruit flavor in a candy. But if I were to do so, I feel like I would want to potentially add some spice to it. So like the tart fruit with a very like fruit zest, like a citrus zest in it, would complement really well something like a nutmeg and cinnamon combination. Maybe even some clove. I don't know if I would do ginger, but I could potentially do ginger to that. This might be interesting in a bark. Unlike a peppermint bark, but with like a citrus bark. I'll have to play around in my head with some of these ideas. But anyway, it's the third day of Christmas. And Oreos we have tested, and we have finished with the trolleys. So we've tried all three of those flavors. Next taste test will be tomorrow, and it'll be one flavor. And I'm not sure which one yet. I guess we'll find out together. I'll catch you tomorrow for the fourth day of Christmas.